There's an interesting debate brewing here in Washington D.C. It's sort of, I guess you could call it Elizabeth Warren versus the banks, big money versus the voice of every man, every woman. Um, Elizabeth Warren getting her Senate office ready. She just defeated Scott Brown recently in the November election. Um, Now, Senator-elect Warren has not yet hired her staff, so it's very, 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 very early. Lobbyists and trade groups for Wall Street and other major banking players are pressuring lawmakers to deny Warren a seat on the powerful Senate Banking Committee. So there is heavy lobbying behind the scenes. Hey, you can't give this woman the seat. It's going to be disaster for our side. They're already trying to head her off at the past, so to speak. The impending departures of Senator Cole and Daniel Akea, also a Democrat from Hawaii. They have two spots to fill on the committee before the 113th Congress gavels in next year. So one has not yet said whether she wants to serve on the committee either, so it's a little premature, but they're already not wanting her. They're lobbying against her even though she hasn't really made a decision. By the way, she's a bankruptcy law expert. She served as Congress's lead watchdog overseeing the $700 billion bank bailout from '08 to 2010, and she conceived of and helped launch the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the CFPB. So, when you consider things like that, she's perfectly qualified. But the bigwig lobbyists, they are going to hate this woman probably. Um, but the big banks are not fans of Warren, and their representatives in Washington have her in their crosshairs. That's a pretty strong statement. This is according to an article from Mother Jones this morning. Aides to two senators on the banking committee tell Mother Jones the industry has already moved to block Warren from joining the committee, which is charged with drafting legislation regulating much of the financial industry. Downtown, shorthand for the Washington lobbying corridor, has been going nuts to keep her off the committee, says another Senate aide. Senator Jack Reed, a Democrat banking committee member, has been angling to get Warren on the committee, but there are many bank lobbyists pushing to keep her off. A top Democratic Senate aide told Politico's Morning Money tip sheet, but the aide added, if she really wants banking, it will be very politically tough to keep her off of banking. If she wants it, if the reaction is too strong against her, then it's going to politically blow up on the people that want to cause trouble. So it's a catch-22 there, right? Several banking trade groups, including the American Bankers Association, Securities Industry Financial Markets Association, the Mortgage Bankers Association, declined or didn't respond to any requests for comment. So they're totally blockading comment from Mother Jones. They do not want to talk to him. Big banks' opposition to Warren, a fierce consumer advocate, is no shocker. She supported the Dodd-Frank financial reform law. She blasted Scott Brown, who did vote for Dodd-Frank, for launching a guerrilla war to undermine its implementation. But she backs the Volcker Rule, a limit on how much banks can trade with their own money. What may trouble the big banks most is Warren's call for revisiting the Glass-Steagall Act, which separated riskier investment banks from more staid commercial banks. Reinstating the Glass-Steagall would mean breaking up sprawling Wall Street institutions such as J.P. Morgan Chase, Citigroup, and Bank of America. Now, Warren has also struck a hard stance on the foreclosure fraud epidemic during negotiations last year between the state attorneys general and bank executives over a foreclosure fraud settlement. Warren actually suggested the banks cough up $20 billion. This angered the banks, but Warren's view prevailed, and then some banks paid $25 billion in that settlement. So she'll be in there fighting for the common man, and I would predict she'll join the committee. Senator Jeff Merkley says, he's pretty good. I've heard him on Chris Matthews. Senator Jeff Merkley says Warren has been a champion of the CFPB, but I think even broader that she has been a champion for family economic security. Actually, that's from Tom Feltner, Director of Financial Services at the Consumer Federation of America. Senator Merkley says Warren would be a great addition who will fight to put the middle class first. So I would think that President Obama would back Warren on the banking committee. Or he may even be saying from the local office, let's make sure she gets in there somehow. It's up to Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid to decide which freshman senators get what assignments. So Warren's committee assignments are in his hands. Even if she joins, the committee assignments are in his hands. Warren, though, is no ordinary freshman senator, as the early fight over her possible appointment to the Banking Committee demonstrates. When she does arrive in Washington, a fight will likely follow her wherever she goes. Last week, by the way, Senator Tim Johnson, chair of the Banking Committee, publicly said he has a good working relationship with Warren and would welcome her onto the committee. Her expertise and knowledge would be an asset to the committee as we continue working to protect consumers and maintain financial stability. So there it is, an article from David Korn's group there, the Mother Jones. So yeah, I think I will actually like that on Facebook. That'd be kind of fun today. I just liked it on Facebook. So I hope you guys are having a good day, and I'm sorry that my head's a little below the screen there. I let that go down a little bit, but you can see my eyes at least, right? That'd be cool. I could do a whole podcast, a whole vlog like this. Now that'd be scary. Okay, a little sense of humor there. Sorry. Have a great day now. Bye bye.